everybody, Crystal Beaudry here with Crystal's Clean Kitchen. So we are doing a series right now for Valentine's Day, and I have a ton of Valentine's Day recipes that are sugar-free, low-carb friendly, and they're so delicious. So check out my playlist on my YouTube channel that's called Valentine's Day. You guys aren't going to want to miss any of those episodes because there's so many really good ones. Well, in today's episode, we're going to be making a chocolate strawberry cheesecake. Now, this is a no-bake cheesecake. It's super simple to do. It's, of course, keto approved, low-carb friendly, and it is delicious. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, but do me a huge favor and hit that like button. So here is all of the ingredients that you are going to need for your chocolate strawberry cheesecake. Now, I am going to be using a 9-inch springform pan that a lot of times you use for cheesecake. You don't have to use this because I have made cheesecake before in a regular pie pan, and that should be just fine. Then we're going to, for the crust, we're going to start with 1 1/4 cup of some almond flour. Then we're going to do 1/4 cup of some unsweetened baking cocoa, 1/4 cup of some allulose sweetener. Now I'm choosing to use this sweetener because with monk fruit, it's a little bit more gritty, and I'm not going to be putting this in the oven. And so the allulose will really taste the best with this. But if you don't have this sweetener, you could use another one, and that would be fine as well. Then we're going to be doing a pinch of some salt. I always use the Celtic sea salt, which it has 82 essential minerals in it, which is so good for your body. And then we need 1/4 cup of some grass-fed butter. And then we need 7 or 8 strawberries that are thinly sliced. Now this is, again, for the crust of this. Now with these strawberries, I have washed them, and in fact, I let them soak in some baking soda, which helps to take off all of the gunk that is on them. So I would strongly suggest doing that, especially with strawberries, because they like to suck up all of the chemicals that were used when planting. So buying organic would be good, and then also soaking them in either vinegar or baking soda or both. Now for the filling, we are also going to be using 2.5 cups of some chopped strawberries. Now we are going to be kind of soaking it down and making it have less juice in it. Now you could do it that way. Otherwise, you could just use some freeze-dried strawberries. That would work as well. I just put that there just because you could use that, but I'm actually going to be using the actual strawberries. Then we're going to be needing 1 tablespoon of some gelatin. I always get grass-fed gelatin. I got this from Thrive Market, which was actually a really good deal. Then you're going to be needing about 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons of some water, 3/4 cup of some heavy whipping cream. Organic, of course, is always best. A teaspoon of some vanilla, and 2 blocks of some cream cheese. Now for the chocolate ganache that's going over the top, we're just actually keeping it super, super simple. We're going to be doing some chocolate chips mixed with oil. Now I usually use coconut oil. The only thing I have in my cupboard at the moment is MCT oil, which that will work as well. So I'm going to be doing about 1/2 cup of the chocolate chips. They're no sugar added. I got those from Costco. And then I'm going to be doing about 1 tablespoon of the MCT oil. To start by chopping up my strawberries. You don't really need a rhyme or reason to it, just chop them in small pieces. Now I actually grabbed a lot of the kind of yuckier looking ones or ones that weren't crazy ripe because I want the really nice ones for when I'm putting it around the pan and on the top of the pan. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be placing these really small pieces of strawberry in a saucepan. I'm going to mix in 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm going to let it reduce and soften the strawberries so that they will mix into my cream cheese mixture really nicely. And then just mix in your 2 tablespoons of water, let it simmer down. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Then you need 1/4 cup of some water. I just did cold water, and then I'm doing 1 tablespoon of the gelatin. Stir that a second. And now you're just going to let this sit and bloom. And once the strawberries are done, we will be mixing this into the strawberries. Now we're going to make the crust. I have 1 1/4 cups of the almond flour. Here is 1/4 cup of the cocoa powder. And here is the 1/4 cup of the allulose sweetener. I'm going to do a pinch of salt to that. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of some melted butter. All right, then we're going to mix this up. If you are feeling like it is still too powdery, then just add a little bit more butter. I'm just going to get right in there with my hands. Hi, Hannah, you going to help me?
What is that?
I'm making a crust.
Brown crust.
It's going to be a chocolate crust. All right, so we're placing this on the bottom of the pan.
Pat it.
And then we're going to pat it down. Now just be careful with the sides of this. This is kind of different. This is my first time using a springform pan. I usually always just use a pie pan. I'm going to make sure to pat it down very, very hard so that it's nice and firm when it cools down. Okay, what do you think, girl? Is it feeling good?
Hard.
So now we are actually making this for our football party that we're having on Saturday. Okay, that will be ready to go. Now while the filling is cooking, I'm going to just put this in the refrigerator and get it starting to cool down.
Cool down.
Here's the softened strawberries. Now I'm going to add in the gelatin. As you can see, it's really hard, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want. Now, because the strawberries are still warm, it's going to help melt the gelatin. And then it will help that to be thicker also. So you can kind of see the gelatin is melting. So now we are going to put all of our fillings together. I have the 2 blocks of cream cheese. I did let that sit on the counter for a little bit so that it was a little more softer. Now I'm going to add in the vanilla, the heavy whipping cream, 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm also going to be adding in the allulose sweetener. I'm doing 1 cup of sweetener in the filling portion also. Ooh, the texture is looking great. Make sure to scrape the sides because you will have clumps of cream cheese on the bottom. Another way you could do this too is you could do the cream cheese and the sweetener first and set it aside and then do the whipping cream and then slowly add them together. That might make it taste really good as well. I'm going to scrape it down again. And then I'm going to be adding in the strawberries. I'm going to add it slowly. Hannah says she wants to add in some freeze-dried strawberries as well. So we're going to crush a few freeze-dried strawberries in there as well, just to give it a little burst of strawberry flavor. What we're going to do now is we are going to cut some strawberries very thinly, like this. And then, Hannah, I need your help. Okay, I want you to put them on the sides of the pan like this. Okay, can you do that? So as you can kind of see what we're doing, we're just going to be layering the sides with the strawberries. Ooh, careful. And then we're going to be putting in the filling over this so that it gets on the sides, kind of makes a side of strawberries. So the cool thing about putting strawberries on the side like this is that it's going to look like little hearts when we take off this spring form pan. It's going to look like a bunch of little hearts on the side of our cake. Okay, next we're going to be putting our filling in. This is looking beautiful. I think we're going to add a couple strawberries to the top of it as well. Now our chocolate is going to go on the top too, but hey, you can never have too much strawberries. Now we are going to let this sit in the fridge overnight. You don't have to probably do it overnight, but I'm going to just because I want to.
Overnight.
Overnight. Hearts. Strawberry hearts.
How do you make a strawberry heart?
Well, it's just how you cut it. So for our chocolate sauce that is going over the top, we are going to be keeping it simple. We're going to be using some chocolate chips and some coconut oil. Now, normally I use just regular coconut oil, but I ran out, so I'm going to be using my MCT oil, which is super similar because they're almost identical. So you want probably about a half a cup of chocolate. We're going to be heating this up in the microwave in 30-second increments. Oh, you're going to help me, Hannah? Good. Then you want about maybe a tablespoon of some MCT oil or coconut oil. After we heat this up, if you notice that it's still super thick, then you want to add more oil to it. We'll do it in 30-second increments, stirring it as we go just to make sure that the chocolate doesn't burn. Okay, so I had this in the refrigerator overnight. I did put some plastic wrap on the top of it. Let's take this apart. Okay, Hannah, wait, hold on. We gotta go like this. We actually kind of struggled with this yesterday. We took it apart yesterday. Oh, careful. Okay. Careful. Okay, go slow. Go slow. Oh, this is looking amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, one of the strawberries fell. We gotta fix that. Two of them. Okay. Okay. Oh my word, this looks so good. Here is what it looks like close up. Kind of cool. I love those strawberries on the outside of it. So now because we use chocolate chips, we didn't have to sweeten it with anything else, and this is gonna work perfect. Now, we are gonna be putting some strawberries on the top of it. So before we dump all of this beautiful chocolate, we are going to dip some of these strawberries, coat them up here nice. Come on, you.
Come on, you.
Okay, let them drip off there. And then place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Ah, careful. All right, we'll do another one. And these are such an easy way also to do chocolate-covered strawberries.
Yeah.
We love chocolate-covered strawberries, don't we?
Yeah. Mall of America have this.
Yes, Mall of America does have this. You're right.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to take the rest of this chocolate and spread it on the top. Now, you can do as much chocolate as you want on the top. I think I'm going to make a little bit more than this because we want it to go over all of it. Over the top.
Spread it, pat it, put it in an oven, and take it out and eat it. Oh.
Here's what it looks like close up. This is looking beautiful. Now, once the strawberries are finished cooling down, we are going to place those on top of it. All right, so I put the strawberries outside for just a couple of minutes. It's cold here in Minnesota, so that's totally okay. And then I am going to place...
But I not eat the strawberry.
You want to eat them?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to place a couple of strawberries on the top just for looks. On the sides like this.
Yeah, on the side.
You like it on the sides better? Okay.
Only 4.
All right. Well, we have some more little ones that we can do. Okay.
Chocolate.
This looks so amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got to eat this one. Hannah is very excited to dig into this. All right, let's try to cut the perfect piece.
I think it's all frosting.
You want all the frosting? Honey, it's all frosting. It's like one big giant frosting cake.
Yeah!
You're so excited. All right. Okay, we need one of those cake serving things. Okay, very carefully. Scraping the bottom. Oh, maybe I can do it with this. That looks amazing. Can't wait to dig in. Okay, so yesterday, as I was putting this into the refrigerator to let it set for like, at least 3 hours, I grabbed onto the side of the pan a little weird and it started leaking out of the bottom. I was like, oh no, did I wreck the whole thing? Thankfully, I didn't and it was okay, but it made pulling off the cover a little extra hard. So that was why that happened. But I think it turned out really, really amazing. The pictures looked awesome, didn't they? Okay, you guys ready for your taste test? Oh, the kids are very excited.
Wow.
Okay.
Want a piece?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So good.
That is really good. Okay, so what does it taste like to you guys?
Cake!
It tastes like cake?
It tastes like strawberries.
It tastes like a pie of whipping cream.
It tastes like a marshmallow.
It's so good.
It's practically a marshmallow.
I love it. So we are bringing this cake with us to our Super Bowl party since I'm recording this a little early. But you guys, thank you so much for watching. This turned out really, really well, and I'm so proud of it. I can't wait to share it with all my friends and family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And of course, stay tuned for some more great recipes.
Hit the subscribe button.
She said hit the like button with the hammer. Bye.
I like strawberries.
You do?
That's okay.
You like it, so that's okay?
Yeah, a lot.
All right.
I like whipping cream too.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, what's not to like about whipping cream? It's delicious.
Delicious.
Okay, hold on. I gotta slice them really small first. Don't eat it, okay?
I tried to.
You're gonna try not to eat it?
Yeah, I like strawberries.